7 months later. Ginny walked slowly into the living room when her doorbell reads, "The content has entered the 9th month and just waiting for the day she will give birth." Before opening the door, she looked at the monitor she had just installed a few months ago, and she immediately blinked his eyes repeatedly when I saw who was coming. Ginny backed away and leaned against the wall, trying to organize his heartbeat when she saw the person who came was none other than Lisa, the person who made it had to hide. The doorbell rang again, and Ginny could see the impatient look on Lisa's face out there. "Open the door, Ginny. I know you're at home. Your car is there in front, and your neighbor said you usually rest in the afternoon this day. I'm not leaving until I meet you," screams Lisa. "I don't want to see you, so just say what you want," Ginny replied with a shout. "Are you going to open the door or not?" "No. Your mom asked me to come here." "My mother? Why did my mother send you here?" "She's worried about you." Ginny closed her eyes, feeling guilty for her mother. But she had no choice. She still regularly called, but since her womb grew she never came home to meet his mother. "I'll call her, so you can go, and don't have to worry 'cause I'm fine," Jenny shouted back. "But I have promised to hand over this package straight to you." "Package," Ginny said slowly, then looked back at Lisa, who was raised a box in his hand. "I don't know what's in it. Your mama left this for you. Just put it at the door. I really don't want to see you with you, Lisa." "Try to understand," said Ginny, a little desperate. "Okay, I'll go. I left the box at the door, but you have to promise to visit your mommy soon, okay?" "Yes, I promise. Now go, please." Lisa, who is outside, can only follow Ginny's wishes, but didn't really go from there, because to be honest he was very miss his woman. "Ginny, I'm not leaving without seeing your face first," Lisa thought with a small smile while bowing. Ginny can see Lisa bowing in front of her door then just left. She waited a moment before opening the door to make sure Lisa was away from home. Slowly Ginny opened the door. With great difficulty she bent down to pick up the box that was left behind Lisa for her. As she stood up while rubbing his back, his eyes met with Lisa's eyes staring at her intently. Lisa's gaze isn't angry but surprised by what she saw right now. Ginny tried to get into the house quickly, but her pregnancy made her lose quickly to Lisa's movement. "Oh God," Lisa said, still in surprise, looking at the stomach-big Ginny, which he managed to stop. "Is it because of this? Is this the cause?" Lisa said after realizing from him surprise. The surprised Ginny doesn't want to care about existence. Lisa, who's been staring at herself completely, she's back home to step to leave Lisa from there. But Ginny stumbled and almost fell if Lisa didn't. She immediately grabbed her body and supported her. "You are okay?" asked Lisa, worried. "I want to go in," answered Jenny hoarse. Ginny is trying to overcome her feelings and prepare herself to face Lisa. During a sudden surge of pain attacked him, he could only lean on the sofa. "What happened to you?" Lisa asked, worried, because she saw cold sweat starting to on Ginny's forehead. I think I'm going to give birth," Ginny answered with an irregular breath. "What should I do now?" asked Lisa quickly. "Call the doctor," Ginny orders breathlessly from contractions which she feels more and more often. Lisa immediately grabbed Ginny's cell phone and looked for a doctor's contact, then contact him. He sat next to Jenny while stroking Ginny's back tries to relieve the pain the woman. Ginny felt comfortable when Lisa's hand stroked her back, and the pain she felt was a little less. She smiles thinly, heard Lisa talking to the doctor on the other side. The ambulance will be here soon. Where did you keep your bag of clothes? Asked Lisa after ending the call. In the room, Ginny answered, then closed her eyes. You want me to call someone? Asked Lisa with a straight face. Who? Jenny asked weakly. Your mama, Lisa answered quickly. Don't. Mommy, I don't know, continued by Jenny. Is that so? Lisa said with an angry face. How could you hide such a big thing from your mother? Lisa muttered. Lisa, please don't tell my mommy now, Jenny pleaded pitifully. I won't, because it's not my right to tell her. Moreover, this has nothing to do with me, or does this do with me, Jenny? No, Jenny answered quickly. Then should I contact car? Lisa stopped because the ambulance had arrived. Shut up, they've got wheelchairs, Lisa ordered because she saw Ginny trying to stand up. He'll be fine, right? Lisa asked as the paramedics pushed the wheelchair and brought Ginny into the ambulance. Don't worry, your wife looks quite healthy. According to my experience, it is the husbands who feel the pain at birth. Don't worry, your baby will be born soon safely. Please go up, sir, continued the officer. Lisa got into the ambulance and sat beside Ginny. His expression was grim and closed. What do you want? Jenny asked, confused. I will take you and accompany you until you give birth, Lisa answered quickly. Lisa, you can't face this alone, Lisa said emphatically. Don't forbid me to accompany you, or you want someone else who accompanies you, asked Lisa with a sharp look. No, I don't, Ginny said, stopped because her stomach contracted more often, and the medical staff forbade him to speak. Throughout the labor process, Ginny held Lisa's hand. Lisa's presence at this moment seemed to give her strength. When she was overcome by the excruciating pain, she strained strongly. When she saw the doctor nodded his head. A few minutes later the baby was born and immediately cried loudly. A boy, Lisa whispered in Ginny's ear. A very handsome baby boy, said one of the officers who had cleaned the baby. Ginny's tears fell when her baby boy was placed onto her chest. The tiredness and pain disappeared as soon as she saw the baby. His heart was filled with feelings that were hard to describe. And Daddy can hold him for a while, said a nurse with a smile. Ginny just kept quiet and didn't say anything. She glanced at Lisa, who was staring at the face of her nursing baby, the face that became a duplicate his own face. Your baby is very healthy and perfect. The weight is also quite, considering he was born at 38 weeks of gestation, the doctor said, handing the baby to Lisa. The doctor's words made Lisa look at Ginny sharply and full with a question mark. Then those eyes darkened upon consciousness. It hit him. He still remembers what day and month he did it, the most beautiful thing in his life. I want the best for my son, Jenny, Lisa said emphasizingly, making Ginny silent because she's surprised by Lisa's words that just came out of her mouth. Why, do you think I forgot about it? Jenny, just so you know, month, day and day, even what time it happened. I still remember it, continued Lisa seriously. He's my son, right? Asked Lisa, who wanted to hear directly from Ginny's mouth. Lisa, I said. Ginny stopped, unable to say anything more. Just answer my question, pressed Lisa. Yes, he is your son, Ginny answered slowly, then lowered her head. When did you plan on telling me this? Lisa asked, while looking at Ginny's face, which suddenly froze. Do you mean you won't tell me? Guessed Lisa, and got a nod of the head from Ginny. Lisa looked at Ginny with various disappointed feelings, angry, sad and happy. He feels happy because of Jenna choose to give birth to their child. Disappointed and angry because Ginny intends to hide his son from him, even though at that time Lisa had come and asked it to her. Sad that he wasn't beside Ginny when she was pregnant. He becomes very grateful when he remembers Mammy Ginny, who asked for his help to give the package to Ginny. Oh my God, how can you do this to me, Ginny? Lisa said in disbelief. Are you planning to take care of my own child, Ginny? Or do you intend to make your boss the father of my child? Lisa said, holding back the anger that started to appear. I won't let that happen, Jenny, continued Lisa, because Ginny just stood still. I want to be involved in my son's life. I don't let me son calls another boy daddy. I was the only father he knew. If you insist on marrying someone else, we will meet in court, because I will not allow my child to be cared for by someone else, continued Lisa with emphasis. I have work in Paris for 3 days. Don't try it run away from me. I will pick you up myself, Jay, out of here. So don't ever try to live here or contact a boss, because if you do, I won't hesitate to destroy your beloved boss's company, threats Lisa. Ginny's eyes widen when she heard the threat that was mad. Lisa is so calmly that, but her composure isn't a thing kidding. She knew very well that Lisa could do anything. Have you thought of a name for our child? Lisa asked, slightly softening when she looked back at the Faison, who is still asleep. I want us to name him before I leave for Paris, continued Lisa. There are several names, Ginny answered, in the end choosing to make peace. I'm still confused about choosing the right one. Leo, Liu, Liam. Liam Manaban, Lisa muttered, cut off Ginny. I like the name. How? Asked Lisa, looking at Ginny's face gently. Why Manaban? Jenny asked unconsciously. Of course my son must use my last name, dear Ginny. Ginny's face immediately turned red when Lisa said her name so sensually, making his blood boil violently. I'm the mother who bore him, of course he will take my surname, says Ginny, does not accept. And I am his father, replied Lisa, didn't want to lose until she made Ginny come back silent, because he couldn't reply to Lisa's words. All right, it's up to you, do as you wish, said Jenny, giving up. Thank you for giving birth to an angel in my life. I will go and come back soon. Take care of my angel, and take care yourself too, said Lisa, then kissed Ginny's forehead gently, then left. The first day after Lisa went to Paris, Liam got a big doll sent by her daddy, and Ginny got a large bouquet of roses too. Ginny is happy with Lisa's attention, although there is still a bit of fear in his mind. What if Lisa really only wanted her child? In the afternoon, Guy came to the hospital to see him with brought many gifts for Jenlisa's son. He already knows, Guy asked carefully, and got a nod from Ginny. I always support whatever your decision, Guy said, calming Ginny when she saw the look in her eyes of the woman in front of him. Thank you for being there for me, and sorry if in the end I disappointed you, Ginny whispered. Ginny, my feelings are nothing compared to your happiness. You should know that. You are happy, I am happy too. Aren't we friends? Ginny, who heard that, immediately smiled, and they came back casual chat as usual. The next day. That morning Ginny was still asleep when Lisa came, making Lisa look at the beautiful face of the woman who has become the mother of her son. Lisa gently stroked Ginny's face, smoothing the falling hair covered her beautiful face. Then Lisa kissed Ginny's forehead. Wo is still asleep. Lisa went to the baby crib, which was next to Ginny's bed, when he heard the sound of his son's whimpering. Carefully, Lisa lifted his son's tiny body and carried him. "Daddy, why are you awake?" Lisa asked when she saw her son's face starting blush and cry. Cup, baby," Lisa coaxed, trying to calm her son down a bit, shaking her body while gently patting her body, his little son in his arms. "Daddy's darling poop, huh?" guessed Lisa. "Look, Daddy," continued Lisa, then put down her son and deftly began to change his son's diaper with his own hands. Ginny woke up from her deep sleep and saw the scenery extraordinary for him. Lisa Manabon, a successful entrepreneur, is changing her child's diaper pretty well. "Give it to me," Ginny asked after seeing Lisa finished putting on the diaper for his son. Ginny positioned herself first to be more comfortable when breast her son before Lisa gave the baby. The movement of Ginny, who wants to open her neck a little, stopped when he realized Lisa was still standing in front of him. "No need to be ashamed, I've seen it, even felt it," said Lisa, who understood the meaning of Ginny's gaze at her. "But I'm not going out if that's what you want. Hurry up and do your job, honey," Lisa asked softly when she saw her son getting impatient. By holding back the shame, in the end, Ginny gave breast milk to his son. Lisa looked at her son, who was sucking breast milk quite strongly. "Slow down, baby," Lisa said with a smile. A smile that Ginny had never seen. He can see Lisa very much loved his son without him having to question him. After a long time, his son was given breast milk. Finally, he went back to sleep with lips still moving a little. It was Lisa who saw it, directly took Liam's expert to put it back in its box. "I want to talk," Ginny said after seeing Lisa had put Liam comfortably in his place. Talk?" Lisa averted her gaze. "I guess we should talk about how we're going to take care of Liam," said Jenny. "I'll let you meet Liam whenever you want, and when Liam grows up he can stay at your place, so we don't need to fight for custody," continued. "I do not want," answered Lisa, and that was the final answer. "What do you want, Lisa?" Jenny growled. "I just want my son to stay with me, watch him grow, protect her, and make sure all her needs, and that most importantly, he only knew me, his only father. I promise he will only know you as his father," coaxed Ginny with a pitiful face. "After your lies, do you think I will believe you just like that? Do you think I would let a woman like you raise my child?" "What do you mean by a woman like me? Do I need to explain more? Isn't that obvious? I don't know what you're planning to cover up your pregnancy from me. Could it be that you intend to frame your boss by making me son as bait?" "Of course I won't let it happen, Jenny." Instantly anger spread throughout Ginny's body hearing the accusations. Lisa doesn't make sense to him, so bad view Lisa to him. Ginny chose to be silent, trying not to make the tears that started to appear fell in front of Lisa, the most annoying person. "I don't need to make my son the bait, because Kai already asked me to marry him. So throw away your bad thoughts, Lisa," said Ginny after gathering her courage. Do whatever you want, Ginny. I don't care. But when you marry that man, you will never see your son again, because I will never let you. Why are you making things so difficult, Lisa? It won't be difficult if you want to marry me, Lisa answered casually. What did you say? Jenny asked with a surprised face. We got married. Of course it's for Liam's sake. I don't want him to be ridiculed by others because his parents are not married. Have you ever thought about the impact it would have on him if you still stubborn to raise Liam alone without a figure dad next to him? Lisa paused for a moment while observing the expression Jenny's face is currently digesting all his words. You may be able to fulfill his needs, but can you replace the father figure he needs during the process later growth? Continued Lisa. Ginny looked at her sleeping child. The reflection of her child, who became the subject of ridicule from his friends, suddenly appeared in his mind. Without realizing, Ginny's tears came out by themselves. Imagine it. Lisa smiled a little when she saw Ginny's reaction. She came closer and wiped the tears that rolled down her cheeks. Marry me, Jenny, he said softly.